So just got back from Amarillo. This thing did a lot of work this year, so I felt like I kind of wanted a nice car. So sent this thing to Amarillo over to Mike Crisp. Him and his guys did all the body work on it. The car was pretty straight, but you know, I wanted a perfect car. I haven't had like a really super nice car in a long time. I have a black coupe that's like really, really nice, and this thing is probably nicer than my black X275 car. So this thing is, it's one of, you know, I like the green. I wanted to stay with the green because it was different, and the metallic and stuff in it just, man, it was just a different, cool color. So anyway, man, his guys knocked it out of the park. Like, I showed up to pick this thing up, and you know, obviously he took it completely apart, did body work, everything. You know, obviously no more side X exhaust. I wanted to run tailpipes and stuff. I haven't quite got that finished yet, but I want it to be as street as possible. And to me, side X exhaust was not a street car. So filled in the bumper. And like I say, with this thing being one of the fastest cars in the 405, or the fastest car in the 405, I wanted it to be super, super nice. You know, Monza like can win car shows with all his cars, you know, but in my opinion, they're not that fast. So I wanted a fast car, and I wanted a car show car. So I wanted the best of both worlds, and I feel like now I got it. Like I said, Mike Crisp out in Amarillo. Actually, he's in Canyon, Texas. I call it Amarillo because it's Canyon's like a suburb, but he's in Canyon, Texas. And man, this thing, take a look. I mean, there's not a flaw. Like, this thing, the paint on it, like I've wiped it down 2 or 3 times. Obviously, it's windy as fuck in Oklahoma, and the dirt just flies around. I think just everything just naturally dirty here in Oklahoma. But I've wiped it off 7 times a day trying to keep it clean. But this thing doesn't have a mark on it. Doesn't have a flaw in the paint. Just looks amazing. And man, I've been around this thing 4 or 5 times, and this is probably the straightest, nicest, definitely the straightest, nicest race car I've ever owned. And I'm stoked about it. I'm ready to get back to street racing. I mean, look, all the trim is the same color, the mirrors, like, I mean, this thing is, other than a couple maybe window run channels, it's kind of weather cracked. Other than that, this thing is a perfect car. So I'm gonna put the antenna back on it so it looks cool. Put your mom over here on the passenger side, and this thing is it's ready to go street racing. So I'm proud of it. I just wanted to show you guys what this thing looked like. But man, I've been around this car like 7 times, and I can't quit smiling. This is one of the nicest race cars that I've ever owned now. So it was nice already when I bought it, but we had to wrap the front fenders and wrap the hood, so it was kind of 2 different colors. And now that this thing is all painted, and all the body work's done, I mean, the deck lid used to have a wing and stuff on it. So this thing, you know, we filled in the holes where it had a wing, so it's back to like a factory car. I'm not gonna put a wing on it. That's not really street. I mean, that's kind of race car shit. Thing still has a gas door lid, you know. So it's street as all can be, and it's man, it's probably one of the nicest cars I've got now. And I just wanted to brag on Mike and his guys. Man, they knocked this thing out of the park, and I can't say enough about the hard work they did and knocking this thing out. So anyway, hopefully the middle of this summer we'll have a bunch of guys come in and try to take us out, and we got a little bit of surprises for us. Obviously, I can't call this thing a beater ass Mustang anymore because it's actually one of the nicest Fox bodies around. This thing, you know, so I really can't call it a beater ass Mustang no more. So but anyway, hopefully a bunch of guys are going to show up in town. Hopefully in July or August we can film the 405 show and the street show, and hopefully that thing gets sold and we can kick some more ass. If not, look me up, come into town, and we can find a stoplight somewhere, and I'll drag your fucking ass. So anyway, hats off again to Mike Crisp and his guys out there in Canyon, Texas. They knocked this thing out, and y'all come back here a minute, check out the back. All you racers coming into town, I mean, look at the back of this thing. This thing is straight as can be. It's perfect. And this is the only fucking thing you're ever going to see when you come to the 405. So, welcome to the 405. The front, the only thing you're going to see it, the only time you're going to see it is on YouTube. The rest of the time, that's all you're going to see is the fucking back. So, peace out.